Are we on? All right. Can you hear me now? Am I being amplified? Yay. All right. Well, happy Sunday morning. We got everybody hugging and just moving around the room here. These wonderful, beautiful smiles as I gaze out. Just look around the room at the beautiful love, the beautiful light that shows up here this morning. Isn't this beautiful? Yes. Yeah. Well, welcome Sunday morning. Welcome March 1st. It's a brand new month. Welcome to this new but temporary center that we're in. Isn't this wonderful? Yay! Spirit is always moving, evolving, and showing up in so many different ways. And the truth is, we're always supported, we're always nurtured, we're always guided, and everything is always flowing for the expression or the consciousness that we are. So to know that even just to have this blessing of, even though we had to depart our former location, we're evolving to something greater and bigger, and yet we have this place to celebrate within. We have this place to shine our light within. And as we in the month of March, march forward, new things, and new expansion, and new possibilities are happening. And so, yes, some of you gazed at the beautiful banners behind me. Isn't it such a nice touch? And I want to point out our treasurer. So she's multi-talented. She's not only our treasurer, but she's also a graphic artist. And we sat on Zoom together, and she helped come up with these beautiful designs. Serena Phillips there. Thank you so much, Serena. And yeah, and Bobby showed up with a shirt that matches this. Where's Bobby? Where is he? Look at that. How did you know? How did you know? You weren't on that Zoom meeting with Serena. I just.
He went to the website.
Yeah. And and I always forget to do this. My name is Ron Frost. I'm a spiritual practitioner here at the center. And I want to welcome. This is our Contemplative Sunday, first Sunday of every month, and we are blessed with Annie Williams and Jay Martin. And Annie is also known as Sacred Sound Harmonic. She's been doing this for 25 years. That was before I even knew crystal bowls existed. So crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, and from what I learned, she's even brought this into, I believe, Manatee Health Center and helped people with the healing process way back when I guess nobody was really open to this. So she's been a forerunner in this sound healing. So we're going to be blessed this morning. And Jay has been playing the clarinet. Guess how long Jay's been playing the clarinet? 50 years. Did you say 2? You're 2 years old. You're close. 10. So, well, he's now 11. So, but no, Jay's been playing quite some time. So we're blessed to have both of their music harmonically together. And yeah, as we know that everything in life, blossoms, evolves, and moves. And part of today is going with the theme which is the power of our collective imagination. So everybody aware of the yearly theme for Center for Spiritual Living? Yeah, a few hands went up. What is it?
Open at the top.
Open at the top, yeah. And so technically, I'm actually open at the top. James and me, it's also called male pattern baldness, but yeah. So wouldn't it be wonderful for me to talk about this year's theme, but also this month's theme, because it's a new month, is what if? Ooh, what if? What if it was possible that I had hair, right? Like you, we could be brothers, right? We'd have. Yeah? Would you rather be open at the top? Yeah. But as Reverend Theresa talked last week, she talked a little bit about the science, about the nature of our neurons and how we can bring consciousness in through the activity of knowing the truth and being able to bring that forth. And if we do this today, we're moving into more of that collective, when 2 or more minds get together, and we're stepping into a process of being able to envision what is it like as we move forward into a new, vast, and more beautiful, perhaps, place that we can be able to expand, have even more than just the beautiful love I'm looking at this morning. Even more people drawn to this, because I believe there's an essence of spirituality that's growing all over the world, and especially here in Sarasota, Florida, and we're that beacon of light that can grow that too. So we know that there's a new home in process, and interestingly, there's so much of that going on that last night when we were at Fogartyville at the event, she must have this sign, like this invisible arrow above her, that every commercial real estate agent comes up and, right? It's like they know you're looking or whatever. It's just somebody just connected with her and asked you, what is the budget?
And what was your answer?
God. That's the only answer. But it's the truth of nature. We see this in all the beautiful aspects of nature. A garden snake sheds its skin probably about 5 times within the first month as it's growing and becoming more of an adult. A salmon is born in a very sparse, contained stream and knows how to make its way to the grand ocean. A hermit crab, don't you just love hermit crabs? They don't grow their own shell. They have to find a shell. And the interesting thing is, as a hermit crab gets to overly crowded within its own shell, it magically finds the other shell. And then other hermit crabs are seeing the bigger hermit crab, and they're lining up to take the next shell. Talk about not being shellfish. But just like the hermit crab doesn't doubt, doesn't go into fear, just ultimately nature. Nature just knows, and it expands in this magnificent way. It's God in action. It's where the ultimate of faith meets that vision that we hold. And the hermit crab is, always going to have a home. And as we expand in that, we're always going to have a home. A bigger, a brighter, a more beautiful one because of you. And so as I go into prayer before I bring up Reverend Theresa, let us know this moment is a sacred moment of beauty. And let us know that there's such an expansion that's happening right here and right now. And that the divine that knows how to bring forth all things, all life, all expansion, that it seeds within this infinite space of knowingness. The ultimate perfect space and place and everything that is unfolding right here and right now. And as we are blessed to have this space, as we are blessed to be able to go from the garden center to the Bayfront Center, we also know that even more is expanding. Even more is expanding. And with all this, I give thanks. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. And let me bring up Reverend Theresa.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. I am so excited. I want to thank Ron for that opening. It was beautiful. It was perfect. And I also want to thank Ron and Serena for these lovely banners. And this was donated graciously by Ron. So I want you all to know that, how much we honor his presence here with us. Yeah. Last week I talked about we were launching, right? We weren't moving, we weren't leaving, we were launching. I think this is our launch pad. I think this is our launch pad here for a little bit, Just so you know, I signed a 3-month lease. We have a month to let them know if we're going to renew for the next 3 months after that. And I feel the energy. I feel the energy of being in that space. You know, we don't wait for the perfect building. We're not waiting for the perfect building to be an impact in this world, to let our light and our love shine. Yeah, yeah. That's already happening. That's already happening. So there's no waiting in anything that we're doing. Yeah, I like that energy. I like that feeling. It feels really good to me. Do you feel it? It looks like you do. We are it. We are it. We are it. The walls are really, truly inconsequential. And I think I've really gotten that. I've really gotten that. There's something powerfully emergent. I love that word, emergent. I'm feeling we are emergent. We are emergent. We're not attached to form. We are devoted to vision. And this vision has been unfolding itself now for over 7 years. But the last Sunday in January, in February, in March, 7 years ago, I did a one-off talk in this room. We started with 70 people in the room. I would venture to say, without counting, we have 88 in here this morning, knowing how many chairs were in the room. Yeah, so we're devoted to that vision, which is unfolding. And when Spirit moves, we move with it. We move as it. It moves us, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. The consciousness is cause. The condition, this room, any room, is the effect. We create the cause. We are that cause of what we are creating, what we're doing. And this is the same truth no matter what the topic. In your own home, in your own body, in your relationships, in our community. This is our truth. This is our truth. So last week I posed the question, if we really believed what's possible, then what's possible? Right? I mean, what are we creating? We want to get really clear. So this morning we have the opportunity to, as Ron said, it's collective imagination. So this morning we have the opportunity to really feel that movement in us. You know, that's what we do when we do the visioning. This is a tad different because we're going to be supported by the sound, which carries us, which moves through us, and opens us in a way that is so magical. So I'm really happy that each one of you are here this morning. It's beautiful. So today we're imprinting this space, I think, with the consciousness of the future, right? With the consciousness of that infinite possibilities, with the consciousness of how we're moving. We're not defined by the walls at all, ever. We're defined by the consciousness in the space. Do you feel that power? Can you own that? Oh, blessed be, please own that. I want you to own that. The vision's not carried by one person. It is us. It is us collectively. It is us. Yeah. So grateful to know that truth too. So let's claim this space as a possibility, as a laboratory for possibility. It's our laboratory. It's our laboratory where we create, where we allow that creation to move through us, really. And then we take that action into the world. It is the world. It is the work that we do that aligns with a world that works for all. Yeah. So I'm going to be still for a minute and let Annie talk about these beautiful bowls here and what's going to happen now.
Is it on? Yes. It's now on. Reverend Theresa last week talked about particles and waves in entrainment. And she called me this week and said, "Doesn't that work with crystal bowls?" And I went, "Oh, yeah." And so I was invited to talk to you just briefly about crystal bowls and how some of these things work. One of the most fascinating aspects of crystal sound bowl meditation involves brainwave entrainment. Your brain naturally produces electrical patterns called brainwaves, which change depending on your mental state. A beta wave dominates during your normal waking consciousness, while alpha waves emerge during relaxation. The sustained tones from crystal bowls can guide your brain into deeper states like theta, which is deep meditation, and sometimes delta, which is sleep, and we're not going to go there. The process happens because your brain synchronizes with the external rhythmic stimuli, a phenomenon called frequency following response. Consequently, crystal bowl meditation can facilitate meditative states more quickly than silence. Every object has its own natural frequency, and that's the rate in which we vibrate. Whenever the sound frequency begins with something like the crystal bowl, then the principle is why the crystal bowls are also making you feel profoundly peaceful, because they come in and your body is resonating because it's mostly water. And the crystal bowls will come in and vibrate. And then whenever we start enhancing it by multiple bowls, then we get more of an entrainment. And the sound is a wave, just like your brain is a wave. And so whenever you are practicing just traditional meditation, the crystal bowls can help you go deeper, faster. Sometimes the mind gets chattery, but the bowls sound a focal point that's easier for you to concentrate on and keep your breath going with the sound. For visualization practices or manifestation work, which is what we're doing today, the crystal bowls can amplify your intention. The vibrations seem to carry your visualizations out into the universe with greater power. So many practitioners report manifesting their goals quicker when combining visualization with sound meditation. And as Stephen Halpin, one of my early teachers in the 1980s, said, sound is a carrier wave of consciousness. Sound is a carrier wave of consciousness. And Jonathan Goldman put it in a formula: visualization plus vocalization equal manifestation. So combining our visual with the sound, with our voice, with the tools of our instruments, we can manifest quicker. And also we have creation myths. In the beginning, God. Sound was the beginning. In Hopi traditions, Spider Woman sang her song of creation, creating the world. So what song are we creating? Whenever the sound waves mix with the waves of entrainment with our brains, we go into a coherent state and we all start vibrating together in a more powerful way than just one single entity. And this morning I thank Jay for coming, and I invite you now to get comfortable in your chair, soften your gaze, close your eyes, and listen to the soothing sounds of the crystal bowls with clarinet as we prepare for Reverend Theresa's guided meditation.
in this sacred space. Imagine yourself having no ceiling above you. No ceiling above your life. No walls containing you. Expansive freedom all around. Imagine this community with no ceiling, no walls, standing firm upon the foundation of who we are. No inherited limitations, only expansion, only possibility. And so imagine this growing, expansive community 1 year from now. Three years from now. Who's there with you? What are we doing? What impact are we making to the people around us, to the city and beyond? And remember, don't think small. Imagination is sacred. Allow it to play and dance within you. What kind of world are we creating? Are we building together? Allow your imagination to show you that world. Know with me that I believe in the power of collective imagination. Whisper to yourself, I believe in the power of imagination, and I allow it to create a world that works for all. Whisper that to yourself. And now speak into this room. I believe in the power of imagination. And I allow it to create through me a world that works for all. And now with great enthusiasm, let us say, we believe in the power of the collective imagination. In the power of the collective imagination. And we allow it to create a world that works for all through us. And we allow it to create a world that works for all through us. There are some themes that have been emerging that are unmistakable in our visioning. And so I speak some of those general ideas here now into the room. What I know is that we are being called to serve in ways that reach beyond these walls or any walls. We feel that we are becoming more of a visible presence in this community, that we are being called to expand our spiritual education and deepen the opportunities and widen the opportunities for generational transformation, including children, teens, families, young adults. We're being called to strengthen our financial foundation and to expand our offerings, creating experiences that truly transform lives. This is the direction of our becoming. We are a community of radiance, of light. You are not being called to shrink. You are being called to shine. Each one of us individually make that collective brilliance, that collective light, that collective radiance. And it's oh so beautiful.
collective idea of something growing and expanding beyond what we are right here. See it, feel it. As Ernest Holmes says, everything is created twice. First in mind, like we're doing right here and right now, and then in form. Mary Morrissey says, what if it only takes one, and what if it's easy? We're only looking for one place for now. It might not be the ultimate space, but it will be the next space of what we grow into. And what if it's easy to find? What if it finds Theresa at an event somewhere or calls her up on the phone? So as you prepare your gift, your tithe, your offering, whether you're giving online with one of the methods that is streaming across the bottom of this, or top, I don't know where it streams. I'm always here. Think of what I always say, we're creating powerful ministry together. So as we bring these dollars, these cents, whatever it may be, it is the foundation for this growth, this expansion, this evolvement that we're all participating in. So as you prepare that and hold it close, it's in form, hold over your heart, and just know with me that as we bless the giver and bless the gift, we know that we indeed are creating powerful, community expanding, growing experience together. We have it in mind, we bring it into form, and so it is.
I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Reverend Diana Escobar, and I have some announcements today. It was so nice to see everybody sitting and look at the ocean behind us. Wow. Oh, beautiful, beautiful view. So blessed, right? We're blessed. If you're the first time with us, we have a gift. So please either see Scott or Debbie, which is the greeters, and please meet with Reverend Theresa. She loves to welcome everybody to our center. There's so much going on, so if you can sign up for the newsletter, if you haven't already signed up for the newsletter, that would be really good, because with all the things that we have going on, you can find out the addresses and how much it is or whatever it is when you sign up. And we know how many people are coming, which is really, really important. And you could sign up on our information table in the back, or you go to Facebook, and it's cslculturalcoast.org, and you could sign up on the website. And guess what? We have our new science magazines out today. Please purchase one of them. They're really great. I love the Science of Mind magazine. I read it every day. We have our regular Wednesday night with Jim Grove is the Spiritual Living Circle, 7 o'clock on Zoom. And we have the Friday night Heart, Mind, and Spirit Recovery meeting, which is my meeting, and you could either come in person or online. And we have a new class starting with Kathleen, and it's the Ancient Wisdom of the Science of Mind, starting March 17th, and it's for 5 weeks. And we have our annual Shine event coming up. Woo-hoo! Yes, right? Peace, Infinite Possibilities is the theme, and it's for, March 29th, music, food trucks, and more. Today after service, we have lunch and learn for newcomers, and that will begin 12:30. And tomorrow is the metaphysical movie night as well. And Ron is the practitioner of the day. And join us for coffee and conversation afterwards, please. We'd like to get to know you a little bit more. And please, let's thank Annie and Jay again. And they will do their closing song. Thank you.